Good afternoon, children. You are now in class 9. I am your Shushmita Miss. Will teach you chemical changes and reactions from class 9 syllabus. What is a chemical reaction? During a chemical reaction, the existing bond of the atoms of the reactants are broken and new bonds are formed, resulting in the formation of new substance called products. First, what will happen? The two nitrogen atoms are bonded together by three covalent bonds. First, three bonds will be broken down and we'll get nitrogen atoms. Next, the bonds between the oxygen atoms will be broken down and we'll get the oxygen atoms. Now nitrogen and oxygen will form bond between them and we will get the nitric oxide molecules. Now what we'll do first, whenever the reacting substances are written in the left hand side and the product substances are written in the right hand side, and both are connected by one arrow in between. Thus, what we'll get? N2 plus O2 gives us 2NO. Left hand side molecules are known as reactants and right hand side molecules are known as products. Now, what is a bond? The linkage or force which act between the two atoms to hold them together as a stable molecule is called a chemical bond. So bond is one type of force only. Now, how the chemical reactions are represented? A chemical reaction is represented by a chemical equation. It is a shorthand form of representing the result of a chemical change. As you know, whenever calcium hydroxide reacts with nitric acid, we'll get calcium nitrate, salt and water. One base and one acid reacting together to give us a salt and water. How we'll represent those? Calcium hydroxide will give the calcium hydroxide's chemical formula. Then giving plus sign we'll write the chemical formula of nitric acid. Then putting one arrow we'll write the chemical formula of calcium nitrate and chemical formula of water. Then in between the reactants and products will give one arrow sign. So left hand side we are writing the reactants and right hand side we are writing the formula of the products. Now chemical reactions have some characteristics. So what are the characteristics or indications by which the chemical reaction is associated with? First one is change of color. Copper nitrate molecule, two molecules of copper nitrate when heated, we'll see the blue color of the copper nitrate will be changed into black color, because after heating copper nitrate we'll get copper oxide, nitrogen dioxide and oxygen. Another example for it is the white lead nitrate when heated will get lead oxide which has yellow color. So lead nitrate when heated we will get yellow color red oxide, nitrogen dioxide and oxygen. So here we can find the change of color from reactant to product. Next is evolution of gas. Whenever sodium nitrate solid reacts with dilute sulfuric acid which is liquid, we'll get sodium sulfate, water and sulfur dioxide gas. We'll see then bubbles of sulfur dioxide gas is coming out from the solution. Another example is calcium carbonate and hydrochloric acid reacting together gives us calcium chloride, water and carbon dioxide. Here also carbon dioxide gas will come out from the reacting atmosphere, forming bubbles, and we'll understand the reaction has taken place. Then ammonium chloride reacts with calcium hydroxide. Then also ammonia gas will coming out forming bubbles, and we'll get calcium chloride and water along with ammonia. Then next point indication is formation of precipitate. Whenever two soluble substances react, if it will give rise to some precipitate, that means one of the product is insoluble, then that will indicate also the completion of the reaction. Lead nitrate and sodium chloride solution reacts together, giving us sodium nitrate and lead chloride white precipitate. Then copper sulfate reacts with sodium hydroxide to give us sodium sulfate and pale blue color precipitate of copper hydroxide. Next indication is evolution or absorption of heat. Some reactions are associated with the evolution or absorption of heat. Whenever a reaction proceeds with evolution of heat energy, that type of reaction is called exothermic reaction. Exotherm is coming from exit. That means when the heat is liberated, we will call it as a exothermic reaction. Then when the chemical reaction proceeds with the absorption of heat energy, we'll call it as endothermic reaction. Endotherm is coming from entrance, that means absorption of heat, and that those type of reactions are known as endothermic reactions. For example, nitrogen plus hydrogen gives us ammonia plus heat. Here this type of reaction is known as exothermic reaction. And next one is nitrogen and oxygen reacts together to give us nitric oxide minus heat. That means heat is absorbed in this reaction, and this type of reaction is known as endothermic reaction. Then student, there are different types of chemical reactions. Those are, names of those reactions are direct combination, decomposition, displacement or substitution reaction, and double decomposition reaction. First type is direct combination or synthesis. Here say A and B are two reactants. When they combine together to give us a new compound, that type of reaction is known as direct combination reaction, or another name for direct combination is synthesis. For example, H2 plus O2 gives us 2H2O. H2 plus O2 gives us 2H2O. Here this type of reaction is known as direct combination reaction or synthesis reaction. So in any type of reaction, two or more elements or compounds combines together to give us a new product, new substance, is known as a direct combination reaction. Then second type is decomposition reaction. Say AB is a compound when by any external energy AB is broken down, will get two substances A plus B. This type of reaction is known as decomposition reaction. When one compound is broken down two or more simpler substances, that type of reaction is known as decomposition reaction. For example, calcium carbonate when heated will get calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Then third type of reaction is displacement reaction or substitution reaction. Say one element A is reacting with a compound BC, then A can take the place of B to give us AC plus B. So B is substituted by A to give us AC plus B. Whenever one element reacts with a compound and a new compound will be formed, and the displaced new compound is formed along with the displaced element, that type of reaction is known as a displacement reaction or substitution reaction. For example, magnesium when reacts with copper sulfate will get magnesium sulfate plus copper. Here magnesium is displacing copper from copper sulfate to give us magnesium sulfate, and copper is formed as a displaced element. Then fourth type is double decomposition reaction. Here B is one compound. It is reacting with another compound CD. Then A has one positive part A plus and B negative part B minus. CD has one positive part C plus and D minus is the negative part of CD. After the reaction, what will happen? The AB will be broken down and CD will also be broken down. We'll get A, B, C and D. Separated entity. We'll get those as separate entity. Then positive part of AB, A plus, will combine with D minus to give us A plus D minus, and B minus will combine with C plus to give us C plus B minus. Here two times decomposition is occurring. One in case of the decomposition of AB into A and B, another is decomposition of CD into C and D. So this type of reaction is known as double decomposition reaction. For example, silver nitrate is combining with potassium chloride to give us silver chloride and potassium nitrate. Here silver is the positive part of silver nitrate, nitrate is the negative part of silver nitrate, potassium is the positive part of potassium chloride, and Cl is the negative part of potassium chloride. So whenever silver nitrate will be broken down, silver part will combine, Ag plus will combine with Cl minus to give us AgCl, and K plus will combine with NO3 minus to give us potassium nitrate. Thus in this reaction also two times decomposition is occurring. So this type of reaction is known as double decomposition reaction. So student, this is for today's this is all for today's lesson. Thank you very much. I will come again and teach you another lesson in the next day.